Okay, Assalamualaikum. Okay, so this is our third video. Okay, so our first video is a briefing about lesson plan. Second video is about accounting for associate, and this is the third one, accounting for joint arrangement. Okay, this is also taken from the chapter 14, okay, from the textbook. Okay, so for joint arrangement is under MFRS 11. Okay, so joint arrangement means talking about joint control. Okay, it's an economic arrangement whereby two or more parties have joint control. Means all parties involved are agreed to share their control. Okay, so characteristic of joint arrangement. Alright, they must have contractual arrangement instead of contract, and then inside the contractual arrangement, okay, it will be stated two or more parties joint control of the arrangement. Maknanya dia akan highlight, okay, those party with their respective controlling interests of percentage. Alright, so talking about joint control, okay, joint arrangement are related to joint control. So, what do you mean by joint control? Okay, if you have joint control means parties contractually agree to share control and decision. So, wherever they have in terms of controlling the arrangement, let's say they have set up certain project. Alright, so in order to control the project, they must have mutually agreed among parties involved in the joint arrangement. Similar goes to the decision making. Okay, mesti dapat consent daripada semua parti involved. Okay, another thing is about the unanimous consent. Unanimous consent means agreement. Okay, agreement to share. Okay, regardless nak share apa, okay, but it must have agreement. Maknanya semua party involved must agree to share. Unanimous means agreement itu in harmony. Okay, tak ada yang kecil hati. Okay, semua orang happy with the arrangement. Number 3, the parties should act together. Okay, if they are willing to share control and decision, maknanya in terms of the action taking pun must be together. Okay, because of they have contractual arrangement. Okay, misalnya contract, meaning no single party control the arrangement. Tak ada seorang pun yang ada kuasa mutlak untuk control. So, a party that has a joint control can prevent the other parties from controlling the arrangement. Okay, bila ada joint control, maknanya dalam contract dia already stated si A berapa persen dia punya joint control, si B berapa, si C berapa. Okay, so the purpose is to prevent only single party control everything. Alright, types of joint arrangement. Ada dua kategori. Kategori pertama nama dia joint venture. Okay. And then kategori kedua we call it joint operation. Alright. In determining whether a joint arrangement is a joint operation or joint venture, they have certain category. Okay. We have to test. Okay. In terms of these four. Alright. Okay, so we have to look at in terms of rights. Do they have rights to the asset? Do they have obligations for the liabilities? Okay, their terms of contractual arrangement. Apa yang dimasukkan clause dalam terms of contract dia? Okay, terms of contract. And then, how about their rights of sharing revenue, expenses and profit or loss? Okay, so for this one, okay, I will share with you later on. Alright, this table which discuss all these four. Okay, on how to determine whether JA, which is joint arrangement, will be falls under joint operation or joint venture. Okay, so this is summarization, okay, that I prepared for you all. This is taken from the textbook, okay, in the simple punya explanation. Alright, types of joint arrangement, okay, either joint operation or joint venture. Okay, under joint operation, a few companies may jointly operate a project. Contohnya, kita ada project pipeline, okay, so tender akan dikeluarkan. Okay, might be tender tu akan awarded to main subcontractor and also subcontractor. So meaning a few companies will involved in the project. So these few company may jointly operate a project. So panggil joint operation. Operation here is referring to the project that are going to carry out. Okay, so the companies yang involved, we call it joint operator. Okay, so maknanya banyak lah. Okay, joint operator. Okay. Third point is the companies involved, okay, ataupun the joint operators have rights to the asset and obligation of the liability. Dia ada hak atas asset and also obligation for the liability which arise from the project. But in terms of sharing dia ni mesti based on the specific proportion. Maknanya dia punya sharing portion ni is already must be stated in the contractual arrangement. Dalam kontrak mesti stated. Okay, si A berapa persen controlling dia? Kan, tadi kita discuss about control, joint control. So joint control ni nak tentukan share in the specific proportion. Okay, so share of the jointly revenue and expenses based on the basis of performance of each parties involved. Okay, if you look at here, sharing in terms of asset and obligations of liability, it based on the specific proportion, which is stated in the contractual arrangement. Or we can simply say that it based on joint control of each party involved. But for the sharing in terms of revenue and expenses, okay, lain pula dia punya measurement apply, which they based on performance of each party. Okay, whether si A perform or not perform compared to other parties involved. Okay, not based on the joint control proportion. Okay, that's all about joint operation. Now let's look at about joint venture. Joint venture involve the establishment of the separate entities. Okay, maknanya kita kena set up satu entity which is separately from the companies yang involved. Contoh macam ni. Kita ada satu project. Okay, so ada a few companies yang would like to join in. Okay, A, B and C. Okay, so kalau joint operation, so all these three, they akan prepare contract. They can decide how many percent joint control for each companies involved. Itu joint operation. But joint venture lain. Joint venture, all the firms yang involved tadi yang willing to join in certain project, which is firm A, firm B, firm C, dia akan create ataupun set up satu company baru. Okay, company baru. So dia kata kat sini of any form of entity. Maknanya it can be company, it can be sole proprietorship, it can be partnership. Any form or any types of entity. Tapi mesti ada establishment. Okay. So the companies that are involved in, we call it joint venture. Ini main joint venture. Maknanya joint venture with a new separate entity. So the parties have no interest in the asset and the parties are liable. Kenapa dikata parties have no interest in the asset. Sebab dia adalah owner for that entity because they already set up a new separate entity. So, they don't bother about asset. Okay? Sebab asset tu memang asset dia. Okay? Because they are the owner. Okay? So, parties are also liable to the obligation, but to the extent of the investment. Maknanya, berapa capital yang dia contribute in that company. Maknanya, because it set up a new company, so each firm is an owner, so they must contribute a capital. Okay, so liability dia hanya setakat ataupun to the extent of their capital contribution, which is in their investment. So the contribution made by the venture are capital contribution. Okay, so that's why capital contribution ni kita akan disclose sebagai investment in the financial statement. Okay, sebab dia adalah owner, so the firms are entitled to a share of profit or loss. Joint operation, they are not entitled for the profit or loss. They cuma share of the jointly revenue and expenses. Okay, so adalah profit sharing. Okay, another differences, right, between between joint operation and joint venture adalah in terms of their accounting treatment. Kalau joint operation, dia subject for MFRS 11. Kalau joint venture is fall under MFRS 1 to 8. That's why we need to identify clearly whether joint arrangement is joint operation or joint venture. Okay. Also sorry, kat sini ada typo error. Okay, the spelling of joint should be missing T. Bukan join, joint. Joint. Okay. Alright, let's move on to MFRS 1 to 8 because our concern is on joint venture. Kenapa? Sebab dalam MFRS 1 to 8, the focus is not only for joint venture but also investment in associate. Remember earlier we have discussed about associate. Okay, so since we are discussing on MFRS 1 to 8, so we are focused on associate and joint venture only, not joint operation. Okay, in terms of accounting treatment, we focus on joint venture, but in terms of theory, we also need to consider joint operation. So the objective of MFRS 1 to 8 are to prescribe the accounting treatment, okay, for investment in associates and joint venture. Alright, so in order to account their investment, okay, we're going to apply equity method. Okay, apa beza equity method dengan acquisition method? Acquisition method adalah method of accounting yang kita apply when we discuss about subsidiary. Subsidiary, they're using acquisition method of accounting. Associate and joint venture, we are using equity method of accounting. Kenapa equity method of accounting? Sebab associate and joint venture will not be consolidated. Okay, so tak consolidate. So macam mana kita nak disclose dalam financial statement that holding company has certain control ataupun significant influence in associate and joint venture? So we need to calculate their investment. Okay, so by using equity method. Faham? Okay, so what are basic principles of equity method? Okay, number 1, no consolidation. Number 2, investment that we're going to calculate should be recognized at cost. Okay, so the investment tu nama dia adalah current amount of investment. Okay, so this investment amount can be decreased or increased. Okay, so we're going to look at after this, right? Calculation. What item would be increased atau would be affect cost of investment in associate or joint venture? Number 3, the investor will only include its share of the investee profit or loss as a separate line item in its statement of profit. Okay, apa maksud statement ni? Maknanya investor, which is holding company, will include their shares of the profit in their shares of profit of associate. Maknanya berapa sharing profit holding company dalam associate or joint venture. So that item nanti kita akan transfer under group retail profit. That's why they put here as a separate line item. So remember kita buat schedule kan? Schedule yang number 2 tu kita akan buat kita kira first kita kira goodwill. Second kita akan prepare schedule kan? So that schedule kita akan calculate what will be the reserve holding, what will be the reserve subsidiary. Alright? So since this item is involving retained profit, so first you calculate dulu, you tunjuk the working for retained profit subsidiary and then return profit of holding company. Kan yang ada banyak kolom tu kan? Kolom NCI, kolom group retained profit, kolom group general reserve. Okay, I hope you still remember that format. Okay, so one of the new item that we should include dalam group holding company ataupun group retain profit of holding company ataupun retain profit holding adalah satu item baru, which is we call it share of profit of associate or joint venture, depending on the question whether they give us associate or joint venture. Alright, number 4, any distribution received from the investee will reduce the current amount of the investment. So let's say associate dia ada declare dividend, of course holding company akan dapat certain portion sebab dia ada elemen significant influence over associate. So dividend received by holding out of dividend declared by associate should be reduced the total investment in associate. Alright, and the last one, the adjusted CA will appear in the investor's statement of financial position. Maksudnya CA nanti kita akan tunjuk dalam consolidated statement of financial position. Okay, investor means holding company. Okay, disclosed under subheading non-current asset. Apa elemen yang tulis bawah non-current asset? Investment in associate. Alright. Investment in associate akan ada 2. Okay. So, I will explain to you. The one that we have discussed earlier itu adalah investment in associate which kita held not for sale. Maknanya kita nak permanently to have significant influence dalam associate. Okay, kalau investment in associate tu has been classified as held for sale, maksudnya holding company acquired certain percentage ataupun control ataupun significant influence in associate, tapi niatnya adalah untuk temporary control sahaja. Maknanya dia ada intention nak jual balik. Okay, within 12 months. So, kalau itulah keadaannya, So, kita akan record that investment in associate sebagai non-current asset held for sale and discontinued operation. Maknanya it's not fall under MFRS 128, but it's going to falls under MFRS 5. So be careful sometimes question akan highlight sama ada held for sale ataupun held not for sale. Okay, accounting entries for accounting for the equity method. Alright. Okay, so this is item we have initially. This is investment in associate at cost. Okay, what will the accounting entries dia? Kalau kita buat investment, kalau holding acquired investment in associate, debit investment, credit cash. Alright, add share of profit. Kalau loss, share of loss of associate. Okay, this is the journal entry. Okay, remember just now kata CA will be reduced if holding receive certain dividend from associate. So tolak distribution dividend received from associate. So this is journal entry. Okay, and then less impairment. Okay, of asset. So this impairment actually for goodwill. Alright, this is a carrying amount of investment. Alright, basically this is the format lah. Alright, macam mana nak cari carrying amount of investment in associate. We start with investment in associate. Alright, plus share of profit minus share of losses, less dividend received, less impairment, less unrealized profit. So unrealized profit here is limit to the percentage of holding control over associate. Maknanya percentage dia mesti tak melebihi 50%. Sebab associate, percentage of control dia mesti 20% or more, but less than or equal to 50%. And then if have bargain purchase, add bargain purchase, and we will get CA of investment in associate. So nilai CA inilah yang akan kita disclose dalam SOP under non-current asset. Alright. So I think we stop for a while, then we will continue back with accounting for intercompany transaction. Okay.